Good
Hello,
morning, everyone.
good morning, Georgiana. Just
Good
love
morning.
that smile. It couldn't get any bigger.
Oh, yeah, I'm so excited to be here. We've got a great topic of conversation today. We are talking about recruiting week. Super
Ye-
exciting. I love when these come around, just as a great idea, a great way to kind of get us in gear and get us energized. Are you excited about recruiting week?
yes, I am. And also that we can tie up this exciting week of us getting out and reaching out and offering the opportunity with some great incentives that Avon
Yeah.
is has already launched. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, we've got, we were talking about this earlier, the importance of, well, you guys always hear me say this, stacking your incentives. And Amelia and I were talking this morning about all the things that are already happening that we can now connect this recruiting week into these existing activities. So, for example, let's take a look. First of all, you can check out the details on this on your calendar. Make sure you check out the Beauty Buzz stories because Avon's going to get into details. I don't know what they have planned, but being that this is the anniversary, like the 135th anniversary, it's not just any recruiting week. I highly want to encourage you to check out the Beauty Buzz, check out the campaign kickoff, and make sure that you're active on the Avon official Facebook page so that you can see what's happening. But week recruiting blitz piggybacks on a lot of the incentives that we have, like the ambassador gift
Hmm.
bag. Great bundle of samples that you have when you reach the ambassador level for the first time. And these are products that you can use to continue to build your customer base and find new customers that you can use as demos or samples or free gifts or even sell and put that full commission back into your pocket. Really, what
Yes,
are some of the things that you
video.
would do with this little bag, this gift bundle?
I love it. It has so many tools. It's really a complete, beautiful bag put together. And like you said, all these incentives are going to get us excited because they're all tied to the incentives that Avon has. And what a great way to start with recruiting week, which starts Sunday
Yep,
through
every
Saturday.
Saturday, all week.
Yes. So tell us in the chat what's your plan to make recruiting week a very successful one? That's the announcement right there that I'm looking
Yeah,
at.
those are the details in the beauty buzz, the dates, and a little bit of what to expect.
I love it. I love it. Hello, and we
A
have
couple of ideas.
Marcia, Dylan, Victoria, Anita. Welcome. Thank you for saying hello. And we want to hear from you. How do you plan to maximize this exciting recruiting week? What are some of the things that you're going to do to build the excitement, not only for your business, to grow your business, but also remember that your team is watching you. So your excitement will be also their excitement.
That's a good point that you make. And I think that's, one of the great things about when Avon has these special events. It's not so much, I mean, we should always be recruiting. We should always be looking for customers, always inviting people to this amazing opportunity. So it's not about, only this week is the week that we recruit and grow our business. But just by Avon saying, okay, guys, we're dubbing this recruiting week, we're doing extra celebration, it kind of gets the energy up. It kind of reminds everybody that this is what we're doing. So yeah, definitely connect with your teammates, connect with other representatives in your area or on social media, do events, do activities. Really, this should be a chance for you to kind of turn the volume up a little bit, and not
Yeah.
just for this week, but so that you can kind of roll into the holidays on a high note. And what I love is that Avon gave us some tips to kind of get us started, some ideas. Service Sunday, Money Monday, Tech Tuesday, Wellness Wednesday, Thriving Thursday, Financial Friday, and Small Business Saturday. Even though we do have Small Business Saturday, I think it's that the Saturday after Black Friday. Why shouldn't every Saturday be a Small Business Saturday? And
Mm.
when you're out there talking about these activities in your neighborhood and on your social media, remember everything that you do gets you closer to your big goal, the trip to Hawaii, your ambassador rewards incentive. If you're an existing rep, it's going to get you in, increase your sales for a place to play and $100 my way and the extra 30 incentive. And if you're a new rep, pathway to premier. So all of these things are connected with each other, and they're just kind of just to get that spark, that fire burning inside of you so you're excited.
I love it. I love it. And we have Roller. She shared how she's tracking for to get to pathway to the finish line of pathway to premiere. And congratulations. That is
Yeah,
a great
Marcy is
win.
also sharing some tips. She said she's doing the back to school picnic. So that falls in this week. That's great, Marcia. That's awesome.
Yes, I love that. That's fun. Who
Yeah,
doesn't like a picnic?
and yeah, back to school is happening. We're at the beginning of September. That's kind of perfect that it falls
Mhm.
into this beginning week. Kids are going back to school. So the parents are regathering, the teachers are getting back in the building. So yeah, if you have kids, or if you don't have kids and you have somebody else's kids that you can borrow, then head out to the schools and connect with the teachers and the parents who are gathering for the first time.
I would love to hear what your going back to school picnics look like
Share
because
pictures, Marcia.
yes, because that sounds so good. Hot dogs, burgers, potato chips.
All the good stuff.
I love it. So that sounds like fun. Yes, we would love to see some pictures and some sharing, Marcia. So you are challenged.
She also shares another tip. Marcia's 0 for 2. She says she's also giving her customers goodies for referrals for new teammates. So that's great. I love that idea. Getting your customers involved in this recruiting week as well. I would never think to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
why shouldn't the customers get to play?
Yes, that sounds good. And that's something that you don't have to do because they are going to do the work for you, right? That's
Team effort.
amazing.
I love
Yeah.
that. Everyone gets involved, and they're already contacts that you have. So, let's say, if you have 10 customers, if even 5 of them refer you to one new person, you've just added 5 new people to your contact list. So, sometimes I think we might kind of outplan ourselves. I know I'm guilty of this. We might have huge, grand ideas of what we're going to do, but sometimes the really simple things are super efficient. And Marcia is kind of like a master of finessing those, really making every effort work. But yeah, connecting with your customers. They're already contacts in your address book. Let them know that this is an exciting week. You're giving away some freebies for them for their referrals to help you in their business, and they'll get products. You'll get to grow your team. Yeah.
Yes, that's a lot of fun. And we would love if all of you would share, Marcia share some great tips, but we would like for also for you to raise that excitement and tell us how's your recruiting week going to look like starting Sunday. All we're sharing here is excitement, great ideas, things that are going to get us to have fun in the field while bringing in new business. So let's face it, when we have a great time, that's contagious because not only we're having a great time, we're also earning an income, we're also making money, making new friends. So that right there, I think to me is the key to a successful field day. How about you?
Agreed. Well, Millie, what are some of the things that you're planning for this week?
Well, I don't have to wait for recruiting week. So you know that my recruiting week happens every week. But what I'm doing differently is announcing recruiting week because that's something that the company is doing. So I want to make
Mhm.
more people join us on recruiting week. But let's face it, if you just get out of the house, you have your tools, you have your brochures, your big smile samples, and just go with the goal of giving out, maybe you have a goal of, 5 brochures because you don't have a lot of
Mhm.
times. Maybe you want 10 brochures, but always have a goal, whether it is how many contacts you're going to do or just how long are you going to be out there connecting with people. So it might
Mhm.
be an event, it might be that you're doing grocery shopping and you're connecting with other people. But start thinking of prospecting things that you can do, and doing exactly what it is that you have to do. Because let's face it, we are busy. We are busy. When we're not doing shopping, we're probably picking up the kids. We're probably not, well, not me, but I'm talking in in general. So, let's figure out how we can match our day, how we can, just get out every day. So just have an excuse, Sunday through Saturday, have an excuse to get out every single day during recruiting week and just do something around the schedule that you already have. How's that? That's my idea.
That's a great point. And like we were saying earlier, recruiting week, especially like if you're an existing rep, it should just be a reminder
Hmm.
to either get back to or re-emphasize the activities that you're already doing, get your team engaged. I think it's really great for new representatives who are just learning the ropes. Like this is a great chance for them to kind of, it's like a boot camp. You get in, and this week you learn how to recruit and share the opportunity and start talking to people so that you can continue to do it, every week coming up. So this might be, I think that the key here isn't so much like, oh, okay, so we haven't been doing any recruiting or activities all year. We're going to do it this week, but more of an opportunity where Avon, like as a company and as a group of representatives, we're highlighting the activities that we do daily anyway. So like this week is like a focus, like breast cancer month, breast cancer awareness month. It's not that we're not fundraising the whole year around, but that's a month that we dedicate to talking about it more and increasing awareness. So when I look at recruiting week, I look at it as a week to increase awareness about recruiting. I know Avon is going to be sharing a lot of tips.
Hmm.
Like us, we're doing this live stream, we're sharing tips. So people are going to be talking about ideas. So it's a chance for us to kind of open our ears and say, okay, these are different things that we can do to help us grow our business all year round. So I like how Milagros was saying working it into your daily activities. I know for me, I used to commute to work morning and evening, and either if I was on the train, I was working on my social media, editing and creating posts, and that's how I promoted my business. I would also sometimes just flip through a brochure on the bus, and I can't tell you how many times just by me looking through the brochure, I've looked through it a million times, but just the action of me pretending like not pretending, I'm actually looking through it, but really taking the time to flip through the pages. There have been so many people who are like, oh, do you have an Avon rep? I've been looking for one. Or I haven't seen an Avon brochure in years. Where did you get that one? And being able to get a customer that way. When I wasn't working, I would sit in the coffee shop and do it. I would sit down and rewrite my orders and then, crumple it up and throw it out and go to the next place and rewrite my orders. But, flipping through the brochure, that was another thing that I did. But
Great
we're
tactic.
yeah, you gotta make it work. Just, I mean, even my little basket. I'm gonna see if I can find pictures and post this week. But I have a little basket that I walk around with the lip balms, or some. Right now, it's lip balms. It used to be samples, and I would, walk around with the basket. Sometimes people would ask me about it. Sometimes to be honest, it was more of a reminder to me to share with people. Because if I had that heavy basket on my arm, my main purpose is going to be to lighten that basket's load. So I would give out more samples than if I had just one or two in my purse because it's down there, but the weight of two samples isn't really bothering me. But the weight of a basket is on my mind. So right there, that's just three tips that I shared that you can use to incorporate your business into your existing life. You're going through the drive-through at Starbucks, McDonald's, wherever. I always say anytime you're giving someone a cash or credit card payment, your business card and a sample should be in your hand as well. So that's another habit you can get into. Hey, Beth and Barbie, welcome.
Yo,
So
that's a
are you
great.
guys finding ideas?
Yes, I love it. And I love everything you share. I am a firm believer that when you get out and you're around people, opportunities come. So,
Yeah.
even if you don't have to, go and sit down at a coffee shop, like the idea that you said, just sitting down, having your coffee, you're not having your
Mhm.
coffee at home. You're actually getting out, you're around people, you're making your
Yeah.
office in a public place. So, this recruiting week, we have been giving you a lot of great tips so that you can just get up, pick up your tools, get out of the house and find opportunities around a schedule that you have for your day. So I love
And
it. What do you think about that, guys?
I would say too, even if you can't get out of the house, maybe your schedule doesn't allow it, or you're home with the kids, whatever that is, that's okay. Don't make that an excuse to not
Mhm.
work your business. Do a video or an image. You're having your morning coffee. You've got your breakfast laid out, your brochure or your laptop, your coffee. Take a quick selfie and post that. This is how I start my morning. It can be as simple as that. Don't feel like you have to change your entire lifestyle to make your business work. Look at the things that you're already doing and see how you can kind of incorporate your business. The other day, we were talking about Avonizing your life. If you go into Avon University, there's a training called Avonize Your Life. And I love that phrase so much because it's like your life is what it is. But when you
Mhm.
Avonize it, you kind of just put that little Avon spin, a little sprinkle of sparkle. It's taking what you already have and just like elevating it a little bit. So that's what we want to get you guys in the mode of. And I'm waiting in the chat for some more. Marcia, she's off the hook. She shared like three tips already. We want to see some of the things that you guys are planning for this week too.
I love it. Avon, nice. Your day.
Yeah, it gets you thinking like, okay, this is my plan for today. What can I do today to sprinkle a little bit of Avon in there?
Mhm. I love it. Just think about sugar, but it's your Avon sugar. That sounds so good.
What's that, like Salt Bay?
Like, I love
Little
it.
sparkle.
This is gonna
Totally
be
true.
it's gonna be a great week. So please make sure Georgiana talked about following the calendar for the training.
Mhm.
If you don't know how to access the calendar, it's so easy. Go to manage business. She's gonna show us. Yay!
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Thank
Right up
you.
here. Talk us through, Millie.
Yes, I mean, if you just follow that calendar, there's an activity every day that will keep you engaged and your momentum going. So, yeah, she's showing you manage business and then calendar. And, it's so beautifully laid out. It has a lot of images that you can just, look at it and glance what it is that you want to do. The beauty bus is also there. So if you're not getting the emails or you missed an email, you can just click on the beauty bus and it will give you everything that's happening with the company. There's no way you can get lost with this calendar. It's today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. It's all there. And the incentives, you know how many times we say, wow, I could have I could have met that incentive, the $100 my way, for example, I know that I push myself to get those products every campaign, because not because it's you know, I mean, it's $100, but it's something extra that they're giving you to keep your motivation up. So if you follow all these incentives, you're going to build the behavior, a great attitude to move your business forward, and all your efforts that you're putting into your business are going to pay off. So
That's one
that's
thing I was thinking about with these incentives. The $100 my way and the it pays to play are incentives that Avon has had maybe, I don't know, since the beginning of the year. It feels like
Mhm.
early 2021 they rolled this out, and a lot of the prizes on there are either, it's all full size products, but there are also some sample sets. But every gift set, it's valued at more than $100. If you really look at it, the actual value of the products is more than 100. Some is 200, some is 300. But one of the uh, by the grace of God, I've been able to hit each one. And I was looking at the products and I was like, I've started to give gifts to my customers, um, gifts to my teammates using these products. So I'm building my customer base, I'm building my team. Like Marcia said, you might be looking for a prize to reward your customers for a referral. Those free products that you're getting from Avon are great for that. I also ordered the sample bundle now that we're doing recruiting week, even though every day is a recruiting week. But for your recruiting events, those are samples that you can use to grow your customer base. So when you guys look at these incentives, don't just look at it as, oh, okay, Avon has this incentive. I am or I'm not going to do that. Everything that you do in your business is like fertilizer. It adds to your business. It helps. Actually, I don't want to use fertilizer because we all know what fertilizer is. What's the other one? The nutrient rich plant. It's plant food. Let's look at
plant.
that.
I
Fertilizer feels like,
like fertilizer. I fertilize my lawn.
no, but I mean, like fertilizer. We
My
know what
grass,
fertilizer is.
I fertilize my
Plant food.
lawn. My grass is clean, is green.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
We're gonna use plant food because it just sounds a little it's like food for your business. Your
Yes.
business is like a baby. You've got to feed it and nurture it and care for it. You can't put it in a corner and expect it's going to grow up to be a human being that contributes to society. It's got to get some nutrients from somewhere. Your business is the same thing. All of these incentives interlock with each other. Avon is giving us the tools, the trainings. You don't want to wait until recruiting week to say, oh, okay, I should have been learning how to do trainings. If you're practicing along the way, now when we get to recruiting week, you're like, okay, bang, like Marcia. She's like, yeah, I know what to do. I got this. Malaga, she's like, yeah, I'm ready. I got I'm prepared. But if it's your first time, it's a great learning opportunity. But even this incentive this week is going to be that seed for the next event. So you're going to keep building on it. So we want you guys, when you see these events, when you see these incentives, we don't just talk about them because they're nice to talk about. We want you guys to participate in them because each one pushes you a little bit further. You're going to learn one or two things more that you can invest in your business and grow. It's not
Yeah.
going to happen overnight.
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. And I'm looking at the chat and I'm loving all your excitement. And Dylan, yes, you can, even if it's online, yes. And you know what? You know what I'm thinking, that for those of you who are shy, like, you probably say, "Oh, I don't know what to say on social. I don't know what to talk about." Well, now is your chance. Okay, you have the excuse to talk about recruiting week,
Yeah.
from Sunday through Saturday. Hey everyone, day one, recruiting week. Today I'm gonna talk about this amazing product and how I'm gonna market it today, how I'm gonna find new team members. Be creative, and have fun, you guys.
And another thing that I don't like, I literally did not make the connection until now, but this month being Avon's anniversary, I think it's in the Beauty Buzz News. Avon is launching that the Best Stories Ever Told series. We've been doing our 135 stories all year. Ah, yes, here we go. We've been doing it all year, but now we're talking about the best stories ever told in September. So again, if you're not sure of what to share your story. What brought you to Avon? What are you excited about? How has Avon changed your life? What does the spice of Avon in your life mean to you? And
Yes,
that's your story. So if no other time, this week should be the week you should be sharing your story, sharing on
that's
your
a
social
great,
media.
that's a great
Yeah,
recruiting tool. Right.
exactly. And
I
it's easy.
love
You
it.
already know the script. It's your life.
It's
Look, guys,
that, that's a good one.
it's already there. That you guys could have that for free.
No one can no one can talk about you more than you. You know, find different questions like, why did you join Avon? How was my first week with Avon? Who was my first customer? And
I
just
just thought that.
I mean, I'm telling you, I can think of so many stories to share, and just raise awareness, like you said. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a week where we're gonna challenge each other to do something different, something more, where we're gonna build that excitement so that not only our team can join us and duplicate what we do, but that other people get excited and want to join your opportunity. So
Yeah.
don't be shy, share
Talk
away.
about Definitely share the good, because I feel like so often in life we are quick to talk about the bad things. The other day I was talking to someone and they were like, "Oh, doesn't Avon this? Doesn't Avon that?" I was like, "What? Where did you get that from?" And they're like, "Oh, I heard." And I was like, "First of all, that's not our company. That's a different company." But people are out there and they might have an idea of what Avon is, that they've heard from someone who heard from someone who heard from someone, but it's traveled so far along the line, it's gotten twisted and construed. And for us, we're not talking about the good things. I'll never forget Marie Benoit Wilcox said, "Be proud out loud." And that was a
Mhm.
game changer for me, because I was like, yeah, the squeaky wheels, the people who are complaining, they have no qualms about complaining and talking and getting on social media and being loud and annoying. But when good stuff is happening, we're all of a sudden very quiet. So this is our chance. Like this week, we're going to be building the habit of being proud out loud about our business. I don't want you guys to just think about recruiting, because I know already there's somebody who's watching this like, I don't want a team. I don't want to recruit. So I'm not going to participate. Recruiting week is not about just recruiting.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
about the activities. It's
Yes.
about, whether you're doing our 100-day challenge, we want to see how you guys are doing on that as well, by the way. If you're doing your 100-day customer challenge, you're recruiting, it's going to be the same. As you're talking to people, you're looking for customers and you're building your team. But the basis is sharing your story. You share your story and they decide, do they want to be a customer or do they think they could benefit from the opportunity? But the root of it, you're not choosing, oh, I'm going to recruit or I'm going to look for customers. You're out there talking to people, you're sharing your story, you're doing the actions, and then it's up to them to decide. But we need to share the great stuff that our company is doing, that is happening in our life, that having a Avon business, that being an entrepreneur, working for ourselves, that getting a discount has done
Mm,
for us in our lives,
yep.
and we're talking about it.
Yes, I love it. And Dylan says that she saw another company advertising Star Now and Pay for Christmas.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
that's a good
great idea.
strategy.
Plant those seeds now. Yeah, I tell people now is the time. We're right on the cusp of the holidays. You
Yes.
the seeds you plant now, you're gonna reap that harvest in the holidays. Thanks for sharing, Naleen.
I love it. So we have a lot to talk about starting Sunday. So start preparing your content, get excited. We would love to see you sharing away and being active. And, we wish you great, great success. And I appreciate everything you share in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so
We'll
much,
be
you guys.
looking on your social media. We'll be checking in to see what you guys are sharing as well. And we'll be back next week, Thursday, with more tips and tricks and ideas for you guys. Thank you all for watching. Bye.
Love you all.